Well, once again on Gridiron TV, we're joined by the Tamworth Phoenix and Graham Kelly. Coach, thanks very much for joining us.
No worries.
Let me start with congratulations then. Another win under your belt, 18-0 against the Bulls. How did it go at the weekend?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it went well. Unfortunately, the Bulls didn't have an awful lot of guys there. They came up with 18 and they played their hearts out until just after the half. But unfortunately, one of their linemen got injured and they didn't have any other one to replace him, so they had to call the game at that point. But I mean, all credit to the 18 guys that came. They played their hearts out and tried real hard, and we were lucky enough to execute, score before the half to take the win.
Yeah, and this is the first time the team's played in a little while. Your last two games have been cancelled or postponed, so it must have been good for the guys to get back into action.
Absolutely. We really needed a game. We've obviously had a bit of bad luck recently with a couple of games being postponed, and the guys are just hankering to play. They really needed a game just to boost motivation and just to get some of that aggression out that they've built up in training over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, of course. And you're now past halfway in the season. How are the guys looking? Is everything okay, or do you have any sort of injury worries or any concerns?
Yeah, no, we're good. We're looking good. Numbers are an issue, but we've got a squad now of about 40, and then game day squads of around 30 to 35. So we're not looking super strong in terms of numbers, but the guys we've got are extremely talented players. We've got a lot of talent within that team. So no, we're still looking good. It's just with the low numbers, we're baying to, if we get a few injuries or whatever, then we'll obviously look a little bit weaker.
Yeah, absolutely. And how do you think this season's gone in general, from a coaching point? Do you think it's gone to plan, or is there anything that you kind of maybe wish would have gone a little bit differently?
It's been a tough season. I think we've lacked a bit, or struggled a bit with motivation from the guys, and we've changed a lot of things around in training and how we do things, and just internally trained it. But I think the guys struggled a little bit with motivation in terms of the restructure of the leagues and stuff like that, in terms of not playing the Warriors and the Blitz and the top guys down there. So we've lost a few guys this year, which has been tough. A few veterans and stuff that have decided to take this season out. But we're managing, and I think it's definitely been a great experience for me being a really young head coach, in terms of learning from it and getting stronger in the future. I think practices are now much better than they were, and I think that's all from the feedback from the guys, and I think we're getting there, definitely.
Yeah, and you've got some time off, so to speak, before your next game against the Rams, and your remaining schedules is against teams who are below you in the division, and you're in a good position in the top three with a chance of going top depending on how games go. So how do you think that the final games and second half of the season is going to go for you? Are you quite positive about it?
Yeah, we're looking forward to them. Rams gave us a good game down at their place. They run. Double wing gets a lot of hype. I coached it at Newcastle, and it's got its benefits, and it runs clocks down, and so they've got that. And they actually, they were rolling with their other offense as well. So the Rams are a really good team, and they've got some great players that have been around for a long time, really experienced players. So we're looking forward to that game, and we'll look at that game first. And they came out with a different defense than we expected in the first game, so we've got to look at that and how we're gonna counter that. So there's a few things we're gonna do. But yeah, we're just looking at the Rams for now, and then we'll look at Doncaster and Leicester and after that. But yeah, the guys, all the teams that we play have got real talented guys. None of them can be taken for granted. So we just take every game as it comes, and make sure we do our scout properly, and make sure we're prepared for the games.
Of course. Well, thanks again for joining us on the show, Coach, and good luck for those games.
No worries. Thank you very much.